What up, everybody? It's your boy Kentario, and I'm back again for another episode of Christ and Comic Books. And if you're new to this channel, our focus is to look at anime, manga, and comic books, as well as other forms of media to see if the gospel of Jesus Christ can be shared through this type of content. So if you're watching this video and you find that you like it, please make sure that you hit that like button as well as hit the subscribe button. That way, this type of content is getting boosted within the YouTube algorithm. Also, I love to get your feedback, so please make sure that you leave a comment in the comment section because I'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys for joining me. Let's get into it. All right, everybody, let's talk nerdy. You see, I finally got to finish the anime of Hunter x Hunter. Now, I am working on collecting the manga where I only have 4 volumes of the series, but at least I finished watching the anime, at least as far as it's gotten. And the reason that the anime is not done is because the creator of the anime is currently sick. No, God! He has been consistently sick, which has constantly put the series on hiatus, which plays a huge part in why the anime has not finished. But with what has come out, I have found that this anime is truly living up to its expectations and the name that it has set for itself within the anime community. And I'm looking to talk with you all about that today. But in this video, what we'll be doing is discussing and going over what the anime itself is actually about. You see, the creator of Hunter x Hunter is Yoshihiro Togashi. He is also the fellow creator of Yu Yu Hakusho, which is one of the more popular series that he's known for having created. But a lot of people have also recognized that Hunter x Hunter is an amazing series. And we definitely pray for his recovery and an opportunity for him to finish this series. And as we are looking at what this series is actually about, it's about a young boy by the name of Gon Fresh. And he is raised on this island known as Whale Island because this is the place where his father, Gin, left him in the care of someone by the name of Mito, and she raised him on Whale Island. But upon being raised on Whale Island, is he left with this longing to be able to find his father. And the way that he's going to be able to find his father is by being licensed as what is known as a hunter. And we'll explain what being a hunter actually means as we go along this journey. But in preparation for this, does he train on the Whale Island to prepare for this journey? And as an opportunity to participate in the hunter exam comes up, Gon goes on his way to finally leave this island to go participate in this exam. Now, upon participating in this exam, does he establish some new friendships with characters such as Leorio, Kurapika, and Killua, who seems to be the fan favorite, and I completely understand why. But we'll discuss that in another video. But not only does he establish these new friendships and these new bonds as they work together to get through this exam, he also gets introduced to the evilness and the corruption of the people in this world simply through this exam. And now, however, he demonstrates that he is capable, he gets licensed, and he goes on this journey to not only find his father, but also discover and understand deeper as to what is taking place in this world of Hunter x Hunter. Now again, that question then becomes, well, what is a hunter? Now, when I was first introduced to this conversation, I was a bit lost. Oh, brother! Because the person that I talked to basically explained that becoming a hunter is the only way to do anything in this world. And I was confused on that because then the title of hunter doesn't really fit with, everything in this world. However, it becomes more clear after watching this anime that some of the bigger occupations in some ways does tie to that exact title of hunter. For example, to be able to, of course, track down criminals or be assigned to go, get a bounty for a particular person, you had to be licensed as a hunter. To enter into particular tournaments and to go into battle, you had to be licensed as a hunter. Even to travel around the world in and of itself, you had to be licensed as a hunter. And so that is the concept of what it means to be a hunter. You become licensed so that you can do some of the more dangerous and get more experience as of this entire world. Even to, let's say, climb a tree. There's a particular world tree in this series. To climb that tree, you had to be licensed as a hunter. And being that Gon has gotten his license, does he in fact get to venture into this world? What's amazing about this series too, that I will say, is that where he gets to venture, you're not only being exposed to small trips to small towns, you're also given this opportunity to go from city to city. You're able to go from countryside to countryside. You're able to, in this case, as the arc was getting prepared to, again, I feel so bad that the manga creator is, on hiatus, but he has been preparing for this storyline of going to the Dark Continent. And the journey to the Dark Continent in and of itself is a very dangerous one. The creatures that people are going to be exposed to on the Dark Continent is a very dangerous one. And so that is an amazing aspect that, a lot of us fans are hoping that we can enjoy when we get back to Hunter x Hunter. Now, becoming a hunter isn't the only way to, function within this world. There is another thing that you later on learn within this realm, and that is something known as Nin. Nin is actually the power system that is used within Hunter x Hunter. Like chakra in Naruto, like ki in Dragon Ball Z, like devil fruit, haki, your own personal skills, whether it's fist fighting, swordsmanship, cooking, kicking, etc., poisons, medicine, oh my goodness, all the different power sets that One Piece has. You see, to give more clarity here, Nin in the Hunter x Hunter universe is your personal life energy. But the thing about Nin is it doesn't readily manifest, as soon as you're born. It doesn't manifest through some deep, regular physical amount of training. It's actually needing to be released, as the show will demonstrate, in several different ways. You can either experience a specific type of test that will allow for your Nin to manifest, or you can be hit by somebody that uses Nin while using their Nin to attack you, thus releasing your own Nin, which we see later on in the series. But the life force that comes out of you is now what is able to be used in a million different types of ways, whether it's manifesting items, enhancing your physical strength, used to create structures, buildings, creatures, etc. Your Nin, your life force energy, can be used in an etc. amount of ways. Now, here's where I would definitely acknowledge that Nin is one of the more complex power systems ever to be illustrated within any anime that I have personally ever read and or watched. And so here's an aspect where you have what I would say, I think it's 6, maybe even 7 different types or different affinities. There is Enhancer. An Enhancer boosts physical strength or enhances the strength of objects. There is the Emitter, who separate their aura from themselves to bring forth someone or something else. You have a Manipulator, who has control over animate or inanimate objects. A Transmutator, like alchemy, changes one thing's aura to another. You have a Conjurer, which is creating objects from aura. You have a Specializer, which this one is rather a unique effect. It's a very rare ability, which you don't hear a lot about, that certain people may have. So that's why that one's kind of left unexplained. But with all of these different Nin abilities, this is where you see these power sets manifest themselves in a variety of different ways. Now, what this means is, though you may be under a particular affinity, you are able to establish how that affinity is used by your own personal desires, depictions, or agreements, if you will. Again, like I said, these are things that show up later. Your own individual agreement that you make, that it manifests in the way that it does. It is made to suit you. You are not subject to your power, let's say like quirks in My Hero Academia or like magic in Black Clover. You get to determine how those powers get to be used and manifest themselves. Now, we're not going to dive too deep into the explanation of Nin, because Nin, like I said, is extremely complicated. Because there are ways to where you want to use, manifest what are known as your Nin nodes, I think it is. And that is like your pores for your Nin, which allows you to release that energy as an aura over your body. You can use that energy over your eyes so that you can see others as they are using their Nin. There are so many different aspects in which Nin can be applied and definitely needs to be trained to be able to harness. Now, here's the harder, most complicated aspect of Nin that is yet to be explored but has been manifested within the series that really perks up the ears of the watchers and readers of Hunter x Hunter. And that is that you can make contracts with your life energy that can either limit how that life energy is being used, or that can risk ever using your Nin ever again. And there are 2 occasions in which this has occurred thus far as I recognize within the series. And I want to speak to this one in particular as to not give too many spoilers. And this is with Kurapika. You see, Kurapika, he used his Nin to be able to make a contract that his ability will only be used against a team known as the Phantom Trope, being that the Phantom Trope is a group of people that were hired to wipe out Kurapika's entire clan, and now he is seeking vengeance. And so, in his contract, he made the agreement that his Nin can only affect and kill any member of the Phantom Trope. Another aspect of that self-same agreement is that the abilities of this Nin that he possesses of this contract are specifically designed to be able to work against the Phantom Trope. So, being that there's a contract in place, he can't break that contract. We are not clear of what the consequences exactly are of breaking that contract, but we know them to be dire or affect his ability to continue to use Nin going forward. So he is again subject to maintaining his agreement. So now that we have not only addressed, Gon as the main character and what his venture is, not only have we addressed what the Hunter
Start slow. That's okay.
Being a hunter actually is, and not only have we addressed the Nin, we have now established what this story is actually about. So tune in next time as we will be reviewing what I like and dislike about Hunter x Hunter. Thank you guys for joining me. Tune in next time. Peace!